Welcome back to the deep dive. You ready to dive into something kind of different today?
Always.
Awesome. So today we're going deep on this woman, Anna. We've got this amazing conversation she had with an interviewer, and let me tell you, her story is wild.
Wild good or wild?
Wild. Good. She completely transformed her life. Like she found this whole new sense of power and what she's meant to do, especially as her daughter started needing her less.
Oh, yeah, that could be such a tough time for people, especially moms, right? When you put so much of yourself into your kids, then bam, they need you less.
That's exactly what Anna went through.
But the cool thing is she found a way out of that, feeling lost thing, totally took control of her life. It's pretty amazing.
Yeah, and the way she got there, he's like a winding road. COVID comes in and shakes things up. Then there are these mindset shifts, almost like, bam, new perspective.
Aha moments, right?
Totally. And all this is happening while she's dealing with becoming an empty nester. Like, whoa, a lot going on.
So many parents can relate to that, I bet.
For sure. But before we get to how she turns everything around, let's paint the picture of where her started. So before all this, Anna was a cleaner, not exactly thrilled with her work. Her daughter's getting older, more independent. And get this, Anna even talked about how her family, like growing up, it was super patriarchal.
Patriarchal meaning?
Yeah, like her dad had all the power.
Ah, I see.
And Anna felt that. Like it really made her think women have limited options.
Yeah, that can really get in your head, right? Like shape your beliefs and how you see yourself.
Exactly. And it's not just the job, it's deeper, like, is this all there is kind of feeling. Then boom, COVID hits. The whole world goes crazy.
Oh, yeah, COVID was a curveball for everyone.
Big time. But for Anna, it kind of kicked her into gear.
Makes you think. Sometimes these huge global things can be the push we need, personally. Yeah.
Seriously? She was stuck in lockdown, no more daily grind, no distractions, and she couldn't ignore that feeling anymore. Like something had to change.
Like COVID ripped off the Band-Aid.
Exactly. Forced her to see her reality. And that's when things get interesting. She struggles upon this whole world of personal development stuff, YouTube rabbit hole.
Ooh, those could be dangerous.
Totally. But in a good way this time. Because then she finds Mel Robbins, the motivational speaker.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Changing your mindset and all that powerful stuff.
And for Anna, it was like a light bulb. She's like, wait, I can change my mindset. This changes everything.
Boom. Aha moment right there. Because up to that point, she felt stuck, right? Like no choices. But that mindset thing, that opened up a whole new world.
And that leads her to coaching. It's crazy. She's in her 50s and jumps right in, gets certified the whole 9 yards.
In her 50s. That's awesome. It's never too late, right?
Never too late. And she called the whole process of becoming a coach magical. So clearly it really hit home for her.
That's incredible. And I'm sure she learned a ton along the way. Like, were there any big ha-ha moments for her? What really shifted her outlook? So many. First, she really dug deep, like confronted some old wounds, stuff that was holding her back. She actually said it felt like decluttering her mind, making space for something new.
Ah, I get that. It's like you got to clear out the old to build something new and strong, right?
Totally. Then there's this whole fixed mindset versus growth mindset thing she learned about.
I've heard of that.
Yeah, so Anna realized she was stuck in that fixed mindset, thinking, what you got is what you got. But when she tried that growth mindset stuff, especially with her coaching business, man, she said it totally changed her view on everything.
Wow. So I went from feeling powerless to totally empowered. Pretty amazing, especially when you think a lot of people her age might feel like it's too late to change.
It really does make you think how much of being in control is all in your head. Like Anna's story shows if you change how you see things, you can do so much more.
Not just positive thinking, but like facing challenges differently, right?
Exactly. But life's not always smooth sailing, even when you're on this whole self-discovery journey. For Anna, it was her daughter deciding to move to France.
Oh, wow. Big change.
Yeah, think about it. Anna's all focused on growing, finding her purpose. Then, bam, empty nest. She even talked about how much it hurt. The sadness, feeling empty, like you lost something.
I bet a lot of parents listening know that feeling. It's like happy for your kid, but also kind of tough.
It is. And for Anna, it brought up that purpose question again. Like, her daughter's gone, so who is she now? She had to figure that out, find meaning in something besides being a mom.
But she had coaching now, right? Like new tools to handle all that.
Totally. And she used them. She said those coaching skills, the mindset stuff, helped her deal with the tough emotions and move on. It shows how personal growth works in real life, not just in theory. you know?
Yeah, like coaching helped her through a rough patch, but get this, it wasn't just about her own growth. She found this passion for, get this, empowering other women through coaching.
It makes so much sense, though, right? Think about what she went through. Patriarchal family, feeling held back by what society expects, fighting for her voice. She had to overcome all that.
So she's using her experience to help other women.
Exactly. She felt this connection with other women, even called herself a feminist. So definitely about equality. And you can see that in how she coaches.
Like, we deserve to be heard, and I'm here to help you do that.
Yep. Creating a space where women can break free from all those limits society puts on them. She wants them to be who they truly are. And it goes beyond just individual empowerment, you know?
What do you mean?
Well, she gets that real equality means changing the system, not just succeeding within it.
Ah, I see. So dismantling those structures that keep things unequal.
Exactly. Making things fairer for all women. Which brings up this whole bigger conversation about fighting for gender equality, something Anna's super passionate about.
Right, things have gotten better, but there's still a long way to go. Anna even talked about how women have to work way harder than men to get the same recognition, even now.
Oh, for sure. She pointed out how those old ways of thinking, those power structures, they're tough to change, even when everyone says they're for equality.
So that's why Anna's work comes in, right? Helping women one by one, hoping to create a bigger change, like planting seeds for a more equal future.
Great way to put it. Her story reminds us even small acts of, like, standing up for yourself, challenging the norm, that can add up to real change.
So it's not just feel-good stuff, it's about actually making the world a better place.
Exactly. And I think that's a big takeaway from all this, right? It's not just Anna's story. It's what we can learn from it for ourselves.
Totally. Like, wait, if she can do it, maybe I can too.
Yeah. And what's really cool is she did all this without needing to be, like, famous or rich. It wasn't about that for her. It was about feeling good about herself, feeling in control.
That's a big deal, especially like these days when everyone's shouting about what success should look like.
Right. Like Anna says, you define your own success. And, before we move on, I got to ask you something.
Okay, hit me.
Think about this. How much of what we think our purpose is actually because of our jobs, our families, things like that? And how do we find that deeper purpose, the kind that changes with us as we go through life?
Whoa, that's deep. But it's so true. Like what really matters to me, not just what I'm supposed to care about.
Right. It's like finding your own compass, the one that points you to a life that feels right, even when things are crazy around you.
Love that. Your own compass. It's like real power comes from inside of you, not from other people.
And it's different for everyone, that journey. Just like Anna's was totally her own.
Man, what a deep dive this has been. And Anna's story, it's like, wow, if she can do it, anyone can.
Seriously. It shows how tough people are, that we can always learn and grow, and how much power we have to change things.
And she was so real about it, like when she talked about her daughter leaving and feeling all those tough emotions.
Yeah, she didn't sugarcoat it. It reminds us that growing, changing, it's not always sunshine and rainbows. There are going to be rough patches, and that's okay.
I think a lot of people try to hide those not so good feelings, but Anna, she was just honest. Like, hey, it's fine to not be okay sometimes.
It's all part of it, right? It's about feeling it all, the good and the bad, and still finding a way to keep going. And that goes back to what we were saying about finding that purpose inside you, the kind that keeps you steady, no matter what life throws at you.
So we need to figure out what makes us feel good, what makes our life meaningful, without needing someone else to tell us.
Exactly. It's about what you love, what you believe in, what you want to do, and letting those things guide you. That's something integral to remember from Anna's story. It's not just about her. It's about what we can learn for ourselves.
Totally. It makes you think, what's my story? What am I here for? How can I make my life awesome?
Those are the questions, right? And that's what we're all about on the deep dive, making you think, questioning things, and seeing things in new ways.
It's been so cool diving into Anna's journey with you and everyone listening.
It really has. Anna's story is one for the books.
Huge thanks to Anna for sharing her story, being so open and honest.
And to all of you out there listening, thanks for being here with us. We hope you got something out of this, felt inspired, maybe even ready to make some changes. Remember, you've got the power to make things happen. Go out there, you make your story amazing.
Dance for me. Dance, 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 oh. And dance for me. Dance for me. Dance, 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 oh. Dance for me. Pull up, I got 5 wishes on a Friday. I know y'all different, y'all popping bottles in broad day. So much cameras, I gotta move in a small way.